Hi, Gregory. Welcome to Hamburg. Welcome to Kulturport Web TV Lounge and to Elbjazz Festival, which takes part the second time this year, and you're here performing today. So, Gregory, how do you feel being in Hamburg?
Hamburg is a beautiful city. I haven't had, a complete chance to just run around all over the city, but the parts that I've seen, the harbor is amazing. The hotel that I'm in, the architecture is incredible. Everywhere I look, 1,000-year-old city is always beautiful to me. So yeah.
Okay, so as we can see, yes, some style here. You brought some style. Where is that from? Is that New York style?
This Gregory Porter style. I am what I am. I am what I am. Oh, anyway, that's another show.
So you're here performing with some Austrian guys today.
Yeah. I'm playing with Paul Zahner and his band. I've played with them once before at Paul Zahner's In-Tone Festival in Austria. So we're combining forces today, and we'll put on a concert tonight.
How exciting to come from New York and to perform with Austrian band members. So isn't that a strange way to go?
It's difficult sometimes because with music sometimes you like familiarity, but sometimes the putting of musicians together from different cultures, from different backgrounds, especially in jazz, can be beautiful because you're finding your way in front of the audience. It's complete improvisation. So I'm excited about it, and I don't mind it. I play with Russian musicians in Russia. I play with Japanese musicians in Japan. So I'm used to it, but it's refreshing. You give them your music, and they do what they will with it, and it's a requirement of jazz to just be ready in any situation. So,
if you say you have performed with many musicians from many different countries, that means that you've been around some time, and you've performed over the years, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But you put your debut album out last year.
Yes.
How come that it took so long?
If I got a Broadway show, or if I was writing a theater a piece, then it would pull me away from the time that's required to record an album. And I finally got the time and the money from the record company, Motema. And I finally did the album, and much appreciated Grammy nomination on my debut album. So I'm excited.
Tell us the name so that the people know where to go and find it.
The name of the album is Water. W-A-T-E-R, Gregory Porter, Water. Yes.
You were born and raised?
In California, Bakersfield, California. Bakersfield is, it's in California, but the people and the culture are transplantation from the southern United States, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. So a lot of the music that you'll hear there is very southern. So I grew up with country western, gospel blues, and blues music. So, but I grew up singing in church with my mother. So mostly southern gospel blues. Yeah.
So I could read that you especially like one guy from the jazz singing field and tradition that really inspired you, and maybe you can tell us more about it.
But Nat King Cole, I started to hear his music when I was really young, and I was attracted to his style, his tone, his delivery, his emotional manipulation of the words was really just extraordinary to me. In a strange way, I used to imagine Nat King Cole as my father when I was a child, but really, really beautiful lyrical delivery, and just his style was amazing. And so So he was a great musical inspiration for me. Yeah.
So he is one of the classic jazz singers, and you are in that tradition.
Yes, I am in the tradition, but I'm pushing the tradition a little bit because the music that I was steeped into, gospel. I grew up with R&B and soul music in the house, growing up in the 70s, late 70s and 80s. And so that's the music that is also relevant and current for me. And that influence, the influence of Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway and Curtis Mayfield, finds its way into my jazz delivery. And you know, there's maybe some gospel singers that you would have never heard of because they didn't record. They were just people who were in my church or people that I heard, you know. And those voices, those real human everyday voices inspire my sound as well. So yeah.
What do you think? How come that today there are less male jazz singers than female singers? Do you have some kind of explanation for that?
I can't say specifically why there's been a diminish in male vocals, but I'm here, and I'm trying to represent you know, the young male jazz voice, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.
There are many singers, like going from starting with Eddie Jefferson, Jon Hendricks, and then there are Mark Murphy and Al Jarreau. And where do you see yourself in that field, or where did you learn something?
Well, I tell you, there are a couple of different reasons and ways that I came about my improvisational skills. Yes, there's theory, but the theory, you have it, but it's for me the least important thing, because you have to use your ears, your emotion and inspiration in order to make the improvisation sing, to turn the improvisation into its own individual song. So yes, I listen to King Pleasure, Eddie Jefferson, Jon Hendricks, without question, but I also listen to Charlie Parker, John Coltrane, you know, many different instrumentalists, because sometimes I imagine the notes of their horn or piano as a vocal. For me, the trombone is, you know, J.J. Johnson particularly is a instrument that sounds like the human voice. As well as for my gospel training, in gospel music, it's very important to deviate from the melodies. It's very similar to jazz. So if you sing, bless that wonderful name of Jesus, oh, bless that wonderful name of Jesus. So if you sing that the first time, then the next time, you know, the audience, you know, people are expecting, bless that wonderful name of Jesus, oh, now, bless that wonderful name of Jesus. So that I've had that training in a way, and as well as some theory with different musicians in my life, but it's really, you know, I hear the notes, and you know, I just want to dance. It's dancing. It's musical dancing. You can't see it, but you can hear it. Musical dancing. That's what improvisation is for me.
Think of Elbjazz, maybe. If you you saw something yesterday, you even played with Klaus Doldinger. You sat in like spontaneously, I guess. And you just got along well with those musicians. Right. So if you just think of the whole festival and the characters you met, what would Elbjazz, if it was a song, sound like?
Looking at the city and the people that I've met, just a few days that I'm here, I think of the song. I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. You know, because I'm like, man, you know, I could live here, you know. You know, so but yeah, it's been great. The city's great. The audience, these are great audiences, and you know, I'm looking forward to the concert tonight.
Are you planning to go somewhere else and checking out other colleagues here today?
Yeah, Nicola Conti is here, and I just recorded 2 songs on his new album. So I may be joining him on stage tonight as well. So it's been like, you know, quite just a community and a family of musicians that have been, you know, hey, I'll do something on your show, you do, you know. So it's been that. And there's some friends of mine that are here from London, Soweto Kitsch. It's a great band, and so yeah. Well, I've noticed the diversity of music has been really cool at this festival. I do have my show tonight, but I hope in the near future, the next festival, you know, next year or the year after, that I'll be able to come back and really share, you know, this music and some new music that I'm writing. Yeah, and you can go out and get the CD, Water, Gregory Porter, Water.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.